Asito ma satkamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritam gamaya.
असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय
Sahanavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviyam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityo Ma Mritangamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shubhodayam, good morning. Today my topic is population, the ticking time bomb. I have spoken on this subject for the last 4 batches. I would like to speak on the same subject to you also. You know, India has become the most populous country in the world with 1.42 billion population by mid-2023. 2023 మధ్య కల్లా మన జనాభా 142 కోట్లు చేరుకుని భారతదేశం ప్రపంచంలో జనాభా పరంగా అతి పెద్ద దేశమే. We have overtaken China. We have surpassed China. So it's the most populous nation in the world. We occupy only 2.4% of the total geographical area of the world. And we account for 17.75% of the global population. ప్రపంచ జనాభాలో 17.75% జనాభా భారతదేశంలో ఉంది. ప్రపంచ భూభాగంలో భారత యొక్క పర్సెంటేజ్ ఎంత? భారత భూభాగం పర్సెంటేజ్ అంటే 2.4%. We are 2.4% of the geography of the world, but 17.75% of the population of the world. So what we have to do as citizens of the country? What is our responsibility? क्या होगा हमारा responsibility? क्या होता है? Small family. Our responsibility should be to have a small family. In China, for 33 years, they implemented this single-child policy strictly, mercilessly. Anybody would beget more than one child, he would be behind bars, he would be in jail. 33 years they enforced. And they could control their population, and now it has become one of the developed nations in the world. China's progress is unbelievable. The last 30 years, the progress that they have achieved is unbelievable. No other country has grown so fast. Of course, there it is autocratic rule, communist rule, so no freedom is there. But progress they have achieved. You know what is communism or autocracy? Discipline and order, but fear. Fear. So wherever there is autocracy, there will be discipline and order, but there will be fear also. You will not have freedom. You know, in China, you can't criticize government orally. You can't write an article in newspaper criticizing the government. What happens if you do that? You'll be put in jail. Not only that, you just send a message to your friend criticizing the government. That is sufficient. You'll be behind bars. For how long? Any number, any length of period. Any length of period. You can't go to court. You can't have bail. No such thing. So there is fear for people because of that. In India, we enjoy the highest freedom. Democratic country. Anybody can criticize anybody. Anything, any message you can send in your social media posts. You can criticize chief minister, you can criticize prime minister. Okay? Nobody will put you behind bar. We have freedom, but it's all lawlessness and chaos. There's so much of corruption, but not one will go to the jail, right? In this country. So that's why it each has its own advantages and disadvantages. The problem is we need to understand that we are living in a democratic country. In a democratic country means ruled by the people. So government won't act all the laws, cannot. Tomorrow if I become the chief minister of the state, if I want to make a population policy, and if we bring a law that whoever actually begets more than 2 children, I will make them ineligible for government jobs. What happens? I will become unpopular. People think that I am putting a restriction on their freedom. What they will do is, they will vote me out of power. My opposition man will say that when we come to power, we will repeal this act. We'll scrap this act, they say. ఏదైతే ఈ ప్రభుత్వం చేసిన శాసనాన్ని మేము అధికారం రాగానే ఈ శాసనం తీసేస్తాం, మీకు స్వేచ్ఛనిస్తాం, యూ కెన్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ చిల్డ్రన్ అంటారు. సో ఇన్ ఎ డెమోక్రసీ ఇట్స్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్ ఫర్ గవర్నమెంట్ టు ఎనాక్ట్ లాస్ బికాస్ పొలిటికల్ పార్టీస్ వోంట్ బి షూర్ హౌ ద పీపుల్ విల్ రియాక్ట్. ప్రజలు ఎలా ప్రతిస్పందిస్తారో తెలియదు కదా, నెగిటివ్ ప్రతిస్పందిస్తారు, పాజిటివ్ ప్రతిస్పందిస్తారు. సో దో సమ్ లాస్ అండ్ యాక్ట్స్ ఆర్ నెసెసరీ ఇన్ ద ఇంట్రెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద నేషన్, they won't be able to enact them. So we have to act, we have to behave as responsible citizens of the country. They say by 2030 world population will reach 8.5 billion. అంటే 850 కోట్లు. By 2050 they say the world population is going to touch 9.7 billion, 970 కోట్లు. 2100 కల్లా by 2100 world population is going to touch 10.4 billion. So, do we have resources to support such huge population? If we don't have, what we have to do? We have to restrict our numbers. What happens if we don't do it, if we don't act consciously and restrict our numbers? What happens? Nature will do it, but in a brutal manner. How brutal manner means? Through wars, through earthquakes, through floods, through famines, through pandemics. Nature will do. But it will not be comfortable. It will be terrifying. It will be frightening to see our people around us. We also may die, dying in all these processes. That's why we have a common responsibility. Today people are asking government, you give me that, you give me that. You see, Indira Park is called Dharna Chowk. Every day there is some dharna there. Why? The people who are already well placed, who already have a government job, they want more. They want more, better pension. They want more pay. They want more something. Everybody is demanding all the time. Government is not giving. You get frustrated. Government doesn't have, right? Government's what means central. In a democratic country, you think government has a magic wand? Government దగ్గర ఏమైనా మంత్రదండం ఉందా? అబ్రకదబ్రా అనగానే వచ్చేస్తుంది ప్రత్యక్షం అయితే. No such thing, right? But people's demands and aspirations are like that. You see, you cannot curtail human aspirations. Curtail the human aspirations. Human being means an aspirational being. మనిషి అంటేనే కోరికలతో వస్తాడు ఈ ప్రపంచంలోకి. విద్య, మనం చదువుకునే విద్య ఇంకా కోరికలను పెంపొందించుకునే చేస్తుంది. ఇఫ్ యూ ఆల్ వాంట్ టు లీడ్ లైఫ్ లైక్ మహాత్మా గాంధీ అండ్ వినోబా భావే, ఇట్స్ ఓకే. ఎనీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ పీపుల్ ఈజ్ ఓకే. పాపులేషన్ పెరిగినా సమస్య లేదు, ఎందుకంటే పీపుల్ వాంట్ టు లీడ్ ఎ వెరీ సింపుల్ లైఫ్. But that is not the case, because whatever my neighbor has, I also want to have. My neighbor has a car. No, I want to have a cycle. I will be contented. Is this possible? I will only go on cycle. My neighbor has a car. I will have a longing. I also want to have a car. So it places enormous pressure on ecosystems, on water, on roads, on fuel, housing, jobs, there will be shortage, there will be competition. So you have actually, if you just see in the last 30, 40 years, in the name of development, we have destroyed so much of the planet. Practically, we have gobbled up half of the planet. సగం భూమిని మనం ఆల్రెడీ మింగేశాం. Lakes, ponds, rivers, mountains, forests, we have destroyed. You go and ask animals, they say, we also want to live. Where you want us to live? You are destroying our habitat. Prati animal, you just give voice to an animal, and animal will speak out and say that, oh human being, why are you killing us? Why are you destroying our habitat? Where we have to live? Many plants and animals have become extinct. We are not putting a cap on our numbers. Many animals, many plants have become extinct. And now people actually, in Western countries, the population growth rate is negative, but in third world countries, it continues to grow. Educated people are not today going for only one child or two children, but still the people who are below poverty line are still begetting very fast children. But India can't afford any more numbers. You just go to states like Bihar and UP and railway stations. Sometimes above the railway train also they are sitting. Bihar, if you go some of the places, things have improved a little. For a Westerner, when he comes and sees India, everywhere crowd. ఒక పాశ్చాత్య దేశం నుంచి ఎవరైనా భారతదేశానికి వచ్చాడు అనుకోండి, ఏం కనపడుతుంది వాళ్ళకి? ఎక్కడ చూసినా వాళ్ళు గుంపులు. యూ గో టు ఆస్ట్రేలియా, న్యూజిలాండ్. ఆస్ట్రేలియా is almost, I think, maybe 3 times the size of India. 2.2 crore population. We are 142. Every year we are adding on Australia population. Every year we are adding an Australia to our numbers. 2.2 crore is the population of Australia, which is 3 times the size of India, geographical size. So we have to understand, and as a generation, as citizens of the country, we have a responsibility. In my childhood, I used to read this in my family's ration card. Some of you may not know Telugu, but I cannot translate that into English. చిన్న కుటుంబం, చింతలేని కుటుంబం. అంటే దాని మీద రాసి ఉండేది రేషన్ కార్డు మీద, ఒక్కరు ముద్దు, ఇద్దరు హద్దు, అంతకు మించి వద్దు. నాకు ఇప్పటికీ గుర్తుంది. ఎప్పుడు నేను చిన్నప్పుడు చదువుకుంది. ఇప్పుడు వైట్ కార్డు కాదు, అప్పుడు గ్రీన్ కార్డ్ అండ్ ఎల్లో కార్డు ఉండేవి. ఎల్లో కార్డ్ మీన్స్ అబవ్ బీపీఎల్ ఫ్యామిలీస్, అబవ్ బీపీఎల్. బిలో పవర్టీ లైన్ మీన్స్ గ్రీన్ కార్డ్ ఉండేది. ఒక్కరు ముద్దు, ఇద్దరు హద్దు, అంతకు మించి వద్దు. పంటలు ఎక్కువైనా ఈ పరిమితులు ఎందుకు, సంతాన పరిమితి లేనందుకు అని రాసి ఉండేది అక్కడ. తర్వాత అన్నీ తీసేశారు. ఆఫ్టర్వర్డ్స్ దే హావ్ రిమూవ్డ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్. స్మాల్ ఫ్యామిలీ ఇస్ హ్యాపీ ఫ్యామిలీ. చింతలేని కుటుంబం, చిన్న కుటుంబం, చింతలేని కుటుంబం. Those days they used to advocate, go for a small family. Today nobody is telling, the population will get automatically stabilized, we don't have to worry. And also people talking about population dividend. We are reaping population dividend. 65% of the population of India is between 18 and 35, and that is a population dividend. But to make it an asset of the nation, such a huge population, you have to give the skill, you have to provide the opportunities, you have to provide the necessary resources for them to grow. If you don't have enough of that resources, the same population will become a burden. There will be more unemployment, there will be more lawlessness, there will be more crime. All those things will breed. So we have to act consciously, and that's why we have to go for a small family. Don't expect that government will make a law or enact, ప్రతిదానికి ఒక లా పెట్టో, ఒక చట్టం పెట్టో మనం రెస్ట్రిక్ట్ చేయడానికి ప్రయత్నించదు, బికాజ్ వీఆర్ లివింగ్ ఇన్ డెమోక్రటిక్ కంట్రీ. సో దట్స్ వై స్మాల్ ఫ్యామిలీ ఈజ్ ఏ హ్యాపీ ఫ్యామిలీ. థ్యాంక్ యూ. హ్యావ్ ఎ నైస్ డే.